Hey everybody, welcome back to another diecast review. Today we are taking a look at our first ever all new arrival. You know what, we're gonna just have to get distracted for just one moment. You heard the jingling. Yeah, what you doing up there? Well, as long as you don't fall down. Anywho, we're talking about the first ever made green light 1/18 scale raced version for the IndyCar series, and this is Joseph Newgarden's 2023 Indy 500 race win. So this is the first raced version I've seen. We'll go over the box art here in just a second. But yes, it is raced version. It's supposed to have the rubber detail and some other details. Now, they're not quite up to Lionel's standards yet, but we'll talk about that here in just a second. So first thing we're going to do, though, let's go ahead and take a look at the box art, because it's still got the green light information, or the green light boxes. So I have to back this up, make sure we can see it. Might need another box or something. Just don't fall. Oh, for crying out loud, he fell again. You, got yourself in a pickle over there, don't you? Okay. Anyway, let's get back down to the video if we can. I'm just hoping he doesn't... Yeah, he's going to go ahead and get himself in trouble. Okay, so we're going to go start here. You can see green light. Look at that raced version logo. It's like the closest thing to copying Lionel without actually copying Lionel. But I just find it funny because this is like the definition of Mega Bloks versus Legos or any other off-brand. It's like the cheap knockoff version, and that's the way this logo feels compared to the Lionel raced version logo. It's just that little tiny touch difference, which I just find funny. So if you're curious, let me grab a box quick. I got sitting right over here, and this one has the raced version logo on it. So if you're ever curious what the difference is, this is Jeb Burton's Talladega win box, but there's the raced version logo for Lionel, and then there's the raced version logo for the IndyCar one. So one's got, a big donut mark, other one's just got some rubber splatter. So very much the same thing. I doubt Lionel's going to throw a fit and go out there and, sue him or anything dumb like that. There's no reason to. But at the end of the day, we've got the, Joseph drinking the milk. We got the Indy 500 logo. We got, like I said, the raced version logo. Then you can see him with the ring and the wreath. Then another one here with the flag. And this is actually a sleeve and box style. So here's what the box looks like. Indy 500, 2023 Indianapolis 500 champion Joseph Newgarden. And there's that little raced version logo there with the pylon on this side. So the box art, I will say, I would love for Lionel, please, and I'm going to call it out because I got time, but please give us some custom box art, please. Come on, hop down. I got to get the kitty down now. He's deciding to get himself into some trouble. Come here. I got to pull you. I'm pulling you down. Okay, had to pull him off the ceiling because he was climbing on top of electrical outlets. Not a good place to be. Okay, not there. Don't go there. All right, now let's go ahead and take a look at this car, because this car is something else. If you notice, he's gotten a little bit more troublesome in all the recent videos he keeps getting himself involved in. But here we go. So the one thing I'll say right off the bat for green light, next time they do these, if they can get a better shot, tires. The tires have no markings on them whatsoever. They are perfectly clean. The rims are perfectly clean. Now, this is their first ever raced version, so I'm not going to give too much grief to them, but I will say next time they will have a chance. Let's go ahead and put some detail on these tires, because it's a good start, but there's room to go. So we got on the front here, we've got Hitachi, we've got Verizon on the front wing as well. We got a bunch of the logos. You can see all the rubber buildup. Here's the thing I've noticed: the rubber buildup is just a bunch of dots. I haven't noticed like streaks or anything like that. It looks like someone just kind of used splatter paint to get that taken care of. They didn't use kind of what the Lionel strategy is, which is, the pictures that they then use the marks to make. Because you'll notice here, it's really heavy, but they're all circular dots. You don't see the streaking as much. And even on the windshield, it's all dotted. And so the reason I say that is you'll see on like a cup car, there's it'll be more like a streak, because the ball of rubber hit it and then dragged across it as it rolled off it. And so it's more like elongated streaks and a couple of dots, but a lot of streaks as well. This you can see pretty much pure dots. So they have some room to grow for sure. Like, this is their first attempt at a raced version. It's not bad by any stretch, but you can tell that I don't think they really went in with the same level of detail that Lionel does. I think for it being the Indy 500, this is definitely something they can do in the future. They can definitely put that effort in, and we get this thing to be perfectly accurate, or, you know, of course, as close as possible. But, yeah, this is definitely somewhere where I think they can really make some strides within the tires, you know, adding some marks to the tires so that those are more accurate, and then just the rubber streaks being a little bit more, what's the word I want to use? I want to use the word accurate, but just having them be, like I said, elongated so that it looks like the actual piece of rubber. Because like I said, this looks like splatter paint, and then how much splatter paint was used is just what varies, versus them choosing to, like I said, use the streaks. I'm trying to think where I would have a car. Well, here, this one might work. Actually, I got the Jeb Burton car right here. So the perfect example of this is going to be this little mark on the hood. You see how it's like a string. So they got the little spots where the rubber buildup is, kind of dotted, but you notice it's not all dots. It's not all circles. You'll see some streaks, you'll see some lines, you'll see some like clover looking things, just a little bit of variety, I guess. I'm trying to see if there's any rubber buildup on the side. It is Talladega, this car. There you can see a couple, look at those rubber marks. They're like strings because the rubber ball hit it and then bounced as it went by at that high speed, and it made it look like more of a string or a line. None of them are lines, they're all dots. And so, again, I'm not at all complaining. This is their first version, or first raced version. I'm glad they're doing raced version for the Indy 500. That's cool. I want to see more raced versions in every type of diecast. I think raced version is the best. That's my favorite type of diecast. But for Greenlight, they definitely have the option or the ability to do a little bit better on the rubber detailing and giving it a more authentic look to what the car actually looked like with those little, like I said, rubber strings that they'll come across, because they've got it on the windshield. They've got not the strings, but they've got rubber detail on the windshield. They got it on the halo. They got it over here on the side pod, wings. I think there might even be some on these little arms. I can't quite tell if there's any on the control arms or not. There's some on the back wing, but overall, the decaling is everywhere. The rubber buildup is everywhere. It's just a matter of making it look a little bit closer. So for a first attempt, it's not bad. They definitely, like I said, I do think if they don't get it a little bit better by next year, I'm going to start being a little more disappointed, because I think they can do it. And I would love to see them go that direction and really put together a good quality raced version for the Indy 500, because I think that would look really, really good. But anyway, let me know your thoughts on the first ever Greenlight raced version diecast. I say first ever. Maybe they've done Indy 500 cars in the past. I've never, ever seen one. This is my first I've ever seen. So I'm going to say it's the first. Whether it is or not, I guess will be kind of up for everyone else's debate, but this is the first one I've had. So anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Turn on the bell and subscribe for more NASCAR diecast content, and apparently now in the future, IndyCar diecast content. But this will be available on RACEDdiecast.com, and I will be looking to get a hold of the 1/64 scale as soon as I can get my hands on one. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. This has been Race Craze. We'll see you in the next one.